from the Canadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
You have been waiting on it all year. Now it's your chance to make this Christmas better than ever. Get the extra cash you need with a Make This Christmas Better loan from the GUT Credit Union. Get up to $50,000 to celebrate your Christmas and make your holiday dreams come true. Home improvements, new furniture, a vehicle, debt consolidation, or even a vacation. We can help you get there. Yes, you can. Make this Christmas better with the GUT Credit Union. It's where you belong.
Good evening and welcome to the GBN Television News for Tuesday, November 23rd, 2021. In the headlines, health officials continue contact tracing as COVID-19 cluster in Karakou increases to 10. Implementation Minister says telescope quarry will be back in operation. Senator Simon Steele dubs COP26 the most important climate change conference since the 2015 Paris Agreement. NOAA's $12 million systems upgrade project for the south of the island carded for 2022. Coming up in regional news, former St. Vincent and the Grenadines Prime Minister Sir James Mitchell passes away. Internationally, at least 45 people killed in Bulgaria bus crash. Coming up in sports, West Indies women beat Ireland women by 6 wickets. The details of these and other stories are straight ahead.
Are you a small business and would like your business to grow? Do you have an event, products or services that people should know about? Be wise. Advertise. Book your spot on GBN Shopping Guide. Be part of Grenada's biggest advertising medium, the Grenada Broadcasting Network. Call our sales department now on 440-2446 or 440-3033 or GBN plus the number sign. Email us at sales@gbn.gd. Special conditions apply.
Thanks for joining us. I am Blossom Alexis-Welsh with the details. Top story tonight. Exactly 7 days after GBN aired the concerns of the residents of Telescope St. Andrew on their uneasiness with the recent happenings at the Telescope Quarry owned by Grenada Gravel, Concrete and Emulsion Production Company, government officials decided to clear the air on their plans for the area. Let's get the details in this Rena Perry-Thomas report.
In giving an update on the Telescope Quarry, Minister for Infrastructure Development Nolan Cox says that after over 10 years of unproductivity, the facility may soon be back up and running with new investors. According to the minister, the government saw it necessary to lease the facility to interested investors after seeing a high demand of aggregates in the local and regional market. Since March of this year, various parties have presented proposals for the leasing of the Telescope Quarry, but after deliberation by government, one potential company was selected. The minister says that while this is so, the agreement between the company and government has not been finalized.
We have not finalized as yet. There is no signed lease as yet. We believe that is appropriate then to make the necessary announcements to the public, because you don't want to announce that somebody's coming and then negotiations fall through and you look somewhat ridiculous in the end. But I would think it's fair to the community too of Telescope to meet with them as well once we have those matters finalized.
Last Tuesday, residents of Telescope expressed their restlessness on the operations of the quarry after waking up to see the erection of no entry signs and the request that they remove all animals from grazing on the site. They said while they welcomed investors, it is unfair that they were not informed on the matter and how it will affect them.
I just hear they're doing work in the quarry today. And I don't really know what's going on. All I hear that them Trini and them coming back to take over the place and all kind of things. So I see vehicles just going in and out. I see all kind of things going down there. Like they put it down on the ground and all this kind of thing. I see truck coming and jogging out chipstone.
So I said, well, I didn't hear anybody say that there was selling or renting out the quarry. So it's just new to me, right in the area here.
And what is, the government is saying to the resident of Telescope? Are we people too? Are we Grenadians? Yes, we are Grenadians, So then when things are taking place in our community, where a foreign investor coming to invest in our country, we as a resident supposed to know what is taking place.
Minister Cox is optimistic that once the agreement is made, the entire community of Telescope will benefit in many ways.
In terms of getting the quarry back up and running, so that you create some significant economic activity for that community in terms of creating jobs, a number of things. We are also currently looking at the road entering the quarry. Scope is being prepared to have that roadway even redo as well. So that is where we are. I believe hopefully within the next week or two, once negotiations go through smoothly, we will make an announcement, and also I believe it's appropriate for us to meet with the committee members first to update them on what is taking place.
According to inside sources, the company seeking to lease the Telescope quarry is Hanover Construction Company Limited, based in Trinidad, which is somewhat connected to the Mount Hartman quarry. For GBN News, I am Rena Pett-Thomas reporting.
The most important climate change conference since the 2015 Paris Agreement, says Minister for Climate Resilience and the Environment Simon Steele. Minister Steele, who recently returned from Glasgow, says COP26 sought to operationalize what was negotiated in Paris and enforce those agreements on how to manage climate change. Gerard Joseph has that story.
Minister for Climate Resilience and the Environment, Senator Simon Steele, says Grenada was a leader in discussions on the head table as major achievements were reached, including the historic move to phase down the use and production of coal, as well as the support via financial subsidies for fossil fuels.
Where we were disappointed was the area of loss and damage. And loss and damage speaks to those areas that go beyond adaptation. A hurricane, we cannot stop a hurricane, but what we can do is minimize the losses that are incurred during such an event, and how we can accelerate our recovery coming out of that, and the resources that are required to enable us to address that, including some of the slow onset impacts, such as sea level rise. This is, again, a highly contentious issue. Developed countries who are responsible for the challenges that we face are reluctant to move this agenda forward. We were able to progress that agenda, but not to the level vulnerable countries, developing countries wanted.
Steele says keeping the target of 1.5 degrees Celsius alive is a major decision coming from COP26, and it boils down to the actions countries around the world have to take to reduce global warming above pre-existing industrial levels.
Currently global warming is currently at 1.1 degrees. Remember, that magic number is 1.5, but we're on a trajectory to actually hitting 2.7 degrees by the end of this century, which will be devastating not only for us, but for all countries.
He notes significant to the climate conference are the effects climate change has had on developing and vulnerable nations such as Grenada, compared to the 20 countries that contribute 80% of greenhouse gas emissions. The minister said that while the problem lies with these countries, so too the resources to tackle the issues of climate change.
But recognizing that target 1.5 with universal acceptance of that was a major step forward. The call for greater ambition, greater action by all, recognizing the science was a critical component. There are some countries that are more progressive, far more aware as to what is happening and what needs to be done than others, but there was almost universal acceptance of the science and the actions that are required.
Minister still says the doubling of adaptation finance up to $40 billion for countries such as Grenada, which is one of the two elements critical to taking action, was one of the important decisions taken at COP26. Mitigating the effects of climate change is the next key element. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
The United Kingdom Caribbean Infrastructure Partnership Fund funded South St. George Water Supply and Wastewater Improvement Project is estimated to begin at the end of the first quarter or the start of the second quarter of 2022. The project involves several upgrades and expansions of water supply networks and treatment of sewage to cover the entire south of the island. Gerard Joseph once again.
The expansion of the Concord water supply network to the south of Grenada, as far as Point Celine and Sanders, Grenada, is estimated to cost $12 million. The project seeks to address an area of challenge for NAWASA in servicing the hotel belt among other businesses and households, which consumes the most water in the country. Planning and Development Manager at NAWASA, Y.M. Cox, says the expansion of the Concord water supply network seeks to alleviate the burdens of the Annandale water supply plant,
which is stretched to its limits, and of course, given our vulnerability to climate change and rainfall during the rainy season, we just don't have sufficient water to supply the demands at the south.
Cox says the project is expected to create interruptions to traffic as they intend to extend the Concord network through the Sendal Tunnel onto the Carenage and down to the south.
The project would also see the upgrade, of course, of the Concord water treatment plant. And I mean, for obvious reason, if we want to send more water down south, then we need to upgrade the capacity of the plant to do so.
He notes that the project also entails a sewage expansion component whereby the Lagoon Road sewage network will be incorporated into an upgraded St. George's sewage network.
This project also has a component to provide NAWASA with a roadmap for sewage treatment. As it stands now, we don't treat the sewage that is collected. We, as an organization, prudent as we are, identify that limitation.
NAWASA's Planning and Development Manager says historically the untreated sewage is normally collected and pumped out into the sea via two outflows. The system is now being modernized to consider environmental issues.
As we say, appreciate these issues and how they affect the environment. And I mean, granted, we could argue that to date, what we do is by no means impacting our shoreline, our coastline, because we are forever doing monthly samples and tests, and so just to ensure that what's happening is not impacting our coastline areas.
The project is at the final stage of the feasibility study before the final reviews with NAWASA and implementing agency, the Caribbean Development Bank. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
Aggressive contact tracing continues to identify individuals who were in direct contact with crew aboard one of Grenada's inter-island ferries. The tally is slowly rising as health officials in Carriacou leave no stones unturned in unveiling the recent exposure to COVID-19 on the sister islands. Gerard Joseph has that story.
One additional case has been recorded on the sister isle of Carriacou following the emergence of a small cluster of COVID-19 cases. The latest case, according to health officials, is a family member of the crew from the Dolly Sea. Health Minister Nicholas Steele says there are 20 tests pending related to the cluster, with more to be tested on Tuesday. It brings the total to 10 cases related to crew members of the Dolly Sea.
Tests done as of yesterday were 104. There were 3 positive. 2 of those were associated with that cluster. 1 other is not associated with that cluster. Contact tracing has been done or is being done with that 1 other case.
The health minister says it is not a case of officials on the mainland dropping their guards as the vessel first docked at the St. George port from Trinidad before continuing its journey to Carriacou.
With respect to the dropping of the guards, no. The protocols were being followed on our end. Individuals working on, or the crew of inter-island ferries had made an agreement and confirm with both governments, Trinidad and Grenada, that they would stay on board their vessels. Because trade had to be facilitated. It would not be practical that every time a vessel went from Grenada to Trinidad to come back up, that the crew had to quarantine for the 5 days.
Steele says government may have to give serious considerations to implementing requirements for port workers and crew members of boats to be fully vaccinated.
But I think what has to change, what has to be recognized here, is that inter-island trade must continue, and as such we must make sure that it is as safe as possible. And therefore, quite likely, the requirement that all crew members are fully vaccinated, and that all individuals within our ports in Trinidad, ports in Grenada, are fully vaccinated, so we protect our citizens and those who are using those port facilities as best as possible.
He, however, reiterates that there were no breaching protocols on entry to mainland Grenada, whereby the crew is tested pending the results are released to ensure the efficiency of inter-island trade. Based on the risk, Minister Steele says further ease in restrictions will be given within the realms of border control and fully vaccinated visitors. I am Gerard Joseph for GBN News.
This is GBN Primetime Edition of News. Still to come, police say there will be zero tolerance policy for citizens who sell and use fireworks for the Yuletide season. Stay with us, more news is next.
Grenlec advises customers that its corporate headquarters at Dusty Highway and customer care centers at Bruce Street Mall, Grenville and Dusty Highway will be closed on Friday 26th November from 8 a.m. to 12 noon to facilitate a general staff meeting. All offices will reopen at 12 noon. Grenlec regrets the inconvenience caused as a result of this closure. Grenlec, energizing Grenada.
Light up your Christmas with Republic Bank Deals on Wheels. Find fantastic deals on Saturday, December 4th at Republic House Car Park on Morris Bishop Highway from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. 100% financing for new vehicles. Interest rates of 5.5%. Maximum term 7 years. Same day approval. You can drive away with a brand new ride. Light up this Christmas with Republic Bank Deals on Wheels. For more information, visit us online at republicgrenada.com.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Looking for a professional team offering around-the-clock, private and confidential nursing, medical care, and aid services? Then look no further. Nurses Care Grenada is a fully certified, insured, and licensed healthcare facility committed to the reduction and eventual elimination of healthcare disparities affecting the nation. Our registered nurses will visit you at your home, assess your condition, and provide the required treatment under the directive of a doctor. So why worry when there's Nurses Care Grenada? Give us a call, 406-3928. Nurses Care, reliable, trusted professionals we can all depend on.
Ridgeway Residences, a modern, exclusive residential community offered by Ariza. Purchase one of our completely built houses or let us build for you by simply choosing your lot, choosing your home design from our selection, and let us do the rest. Owning a home does not have to be a frustrating process. For more information, contact Ariza Credit Union on 415-0994 or send us an email on info@ridgewayresidences.gd. Ridgeway Residences, hassle-free home ownership.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Light up your Christmas with Republic Bank Deals on Wheels. Find fantastic deals on Saturday, December 4th at Republic House Car Park on Morris Bishop Highway from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. 100% financing for new vehicles. Interest rates of 5.5%. Maximum term 7 years. Same day approval. You can drive away with a brand new ride. Light up this Christmas with Republic Bank Deals on Wheels. For more information, visit us online at republicgrenada.com.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Welcome back to the news. The month of November is about to end and the official Christmas season is rolling through. But due to the impact of COVID-19, will families be celebrating Christmas as usual? GBN's Rena Pear-Thomas put that question to people on the streets of St. George today.
Christmas is an annual festival commemorating the birth of Jesus Christ, observed primarily on December 25th as a religious and cultural celebration among billions of people around the world. Over the past 2 years, Christmas was not celebrated to the fullest by many Grenadians due to COVID-19. The virus changed the way in which many celebrated the season, whether it's through a financial cut or how we celebrate and congregate with families and friends for the holidays. GBN News crew journeyed to the town of St. George and asked several people about their plans for the 2021 Christmas holiday and what they will like to see happen.
There's a normal thing, just eat and be merry and be thankful. Because I was a survivor of COVID, I had COVID, so I just had to be thankful for being alive.
I'm a land in Mount Chich and I'm trying to get a little loan from the corona thing. I go by GBC, everybody turning me down, so like I have no plan for the Christmas. All my Persians staying on the ground and spot I trying to get a vehicle and when I come out ministry all about nobody helping me, so like my plans. I kind of have no plan for the Christmas.
Well, I see that. I used to do tours and no boat. Well, I shouldn't say no boats, but the system that is in place and getting work. And a lot of little different things, but we know it's due to the COVID situation, you know. So I just hoping that as we go along, that things go be better.
Plan as I come on holiday is eat cake, drink rum, eat ham, all this kind of thing for Christmas and have fun. That is my plan for the Christmas. And family around, gather around, cook up because I like to cook and I like to eat, as you can see. So that is my plan for the Christmas.
For Grenada to really grow, you know, little is much when God is in it. So I think that if people who have businesses, they don't have to have a lot, because even myself, I'm not like a working person, but sometimes I would get assistance from my landlord. Sometimes I would come in sometimes and feed the less fortunate. The least you do for Jesus, it's precious in his sight. And I would say the persons who have reach out to the people who don't have, and then this Christmas would be a very blessed Christmas.
I have no plans in them because COVID have me undercover.
Well, it might be a little different of the income, you know, because a lot of challenges for people concerning like the bills. and like the income, a lot of people lost their job. So like getting little things might be a little hectic, but Grenadians, they go still fight in the end and make it a memorable one.
Though it's still early for Christmas, some families eager to usher in the Christmas holiday and have their Christmas decorations and lights up already in various communities, putting a spark of the Christmas spirit in the air. For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
3 months into operation, Spice Fashion and Designs Cooperative Limited Management is beaming with pride at its accomplishments. Located at Pearl St. Andrew, the garment factory, according to its manager, is like no other as it proudly displays its latest line of products just in time for Christmas. Chrislina John took a tour of the facility on Tuesday and filed this report.
Looking to have your Christmas curtains custom made? There is a place where you can do so. Since opening its doors to the public in August this year, the team of trained and certified staff of 21 have been engaged in the manufacture of different types of garments, ranging from school uniforms for every school on the island, curtains, throw pillows, tablecloths, and cushion cases, among others. This establishment falls under the Ministry of Youth Development, with all support provided by government in terms of material, machinery, and salary. General Manager at the plant, Madeline Batiste, says the requests coming in are overwhelming.
First of all, it was initiated by the government of Grenada, and I must say thank you very much to the government of Grenada for coming up with this great idea. I believe it's a great idea that our youths can get themselves employed and give them the opportunity to manage what they can do best. Well, as you see, we are in the teething stages and we are very busy. We started doing the school clothing, like school clothes, and we are now doing some soft furnishing in the form of Christmas curtain, tablecloths, throw pillows, and I can tell you we cannot supply as we speak.
They have had to make adjustments for a new setting, so says productions manager Onika Clark. After 2 years of training, she says they are prepared for the task and are pushing forward.
It's been a long journey. We've come a long way from where we was a couple years back to now. We have improved. We went through all our training. Most of us are seamstresses at home, and we've never dealt with the factory settings before, so we got training in that, and we had to readjust ourselves as everyday new styles come out, so we are improving ourselves. You can get school uniforms, curtains, throw pillows, tablecloths. If you want a customized outfit, you can also get that. We do BSM work clothes attire, anything, school bags, pencil case, we do everything.
Daniba Lessie, president of the cooperative, says her role is to ensure the smooth running of the cooperative board. Presently, the organization is seeking interested persons to become members of the cooperative to make their interests known. Chrislina John, GBN News.
Members of the Royal Grenada Police Force say there will be a no-tolerance policy for the selling and use of fireworks for the Yuletide season. In speaking on GBN's To The Point program, ACP Frank Foray and Inspector Kenneth Sanisclaus remind the public that these items are illegal and can be very dangerous. More in this report.
Officers of the Royal Grenada Police Force are concerned with the increase in the unauthorized and illegal use of scratch bombs, fireworks, and other pyrotechnics items during the Christmas season. Inspector Kenneth Stanisclaus of the Special Services Unit Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force explained that over the years there was a great level of compliance by the population when it came to the use of fireworks, but this has changed over the years. He spoke of some of the dangers associated with it.
Definitely. Fire is one of the things that we will see happening if we do not use or deploy those pyrotechnics in a safe environment. So prior to even setting up the pyro, you will have to do a survey as to the area where you intend to deploy those projectiles. And definitely anything that is in close proximity that might be easily or flammable, you will have to take that into consideration, and that will be an absolute no-no in terms of deploying the fireworks in that particular spot.
While no one has has been arrested or charged for violating the laws when it comes to illegal use of pyrotechnics, Officer Stanislaus said strict warnings have been made to individuals. He said persons can be charged up to $100,000 for violating the law when it comes to the use of pyrotechnics.
So the penalty varies, but it could be fined as from $1,500 to up to maybe $100,000+. It depends on the usage of it, the amount, and the damages that may have occurred as a result of setting out this fireworks. So when we weigh the penalties, I don't think it makes sense taking the chance to deploy those pyrotechnics.
ACP Frank Foray is also calling on parents to be vigilant with their children this holiday season, as they can be seriously injured by these items.
Monitor the kids around this time of the year. And any object they may seems to be some form of explosive item or pyrotechnics, call the police and or turn it into us, because this could be a danger for the children as well, because they don't know exactly how to handle this thing safely.
Both Officer Foray and Stanislaus advised the general public that in order to import or use pyrotechnics in Grenada, they will first need to obtain a license from the RGPF. For GBN News, I am Rena Perry-Thomas reporting.
And now let's turn our attention to what has been creating a buzz on social media. Here's Rena Perry-Thomas once again as she has been looking around the platforms.
We present the news. You analyze the various topics and distill the issues as they unfold. Your distillation points matter as we're about to highlight them in our Social Buzz Report.
A group of concerned citizens gathered at the Attorney General's office last Thursday seeking a repeal of Regulation 10 in relation to COVID-19 vaccines. We brought this story and you, our online listeners, took to the comment section to air your views. Joyce Rodloof said, if masks and lockdowns and shots haven't worked so far, why do you think more masks and more lockdowns and more shots will work? Ken John commented, that's a very good move, you guys. You really need to stand up. No one, regardless, should be treated inhumane. Marvin wrote, they ain't no is orders from the big nations. We are third world countries are following. No matter what government in power, they will have to follow these orders or face the backlash for rebelling. Hazard said they very well know where the orders are coming from. They're standing up for our rights. Not enough of us are putting in the work. And finally, John comment, the Attorney General is supposed to be neutral, and when there's a breach of any law, he or she needs to step in. That's a wrap for tonight's Buzz. Continue to share your thoughts and concerns with us on our social media platforms.
And still to come, police seeking the assistance of the public in locating a missing 13-year-old girl. The news is next.
Sunday, November 28th is no ordinary Sunday as Megaforce Promotions presents Christmas Cash, the 33rd edition. All you need to do is get a ticket, and some of this cash could be yours for Christmas. We're talking a whopping $15,000. Tickets cost only $15. Get them from numerous box offices island-wide in Grenada. Or if you're overseas, tickets are only available at gotofed.com. Sunday, November 28th, join the fun and excitement online. Play Wacky Deep Virtual Bingo and win big cash for Christmas.
Stay hydrated after an emergency or disaster. Store bottled or clean drinking water in tightly covered containers. Store at least 1 week's supply, 1 gallon or more a day per person. Do not drink tap water until you are told it is safe to do so. A message from the Grenada Food and Nutrition Council in collaboration with the Ministry of Health with support from the Pan American Health Organization.
What makes a strong team? Supporting each other, sharing successes and disappointments, learning from one another, Get a Be Better health plan from Beacon and get simple and affordable medical benefits so you can build a better team. Call 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt for more information.
Introducing YouTube and TikTok to the Digicel Prime Bundle. Now get 1 GB daily to enjoy more YouTube. Plus 1 GB daily to like more TikTok videos. It's simply more entertainment bundled together. Get a 7-day bundle for $35 in My Digicel. More apps, more data, more fun. Digicel, better together.
Introducing Color by Seasons. 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 Color by Seasons.
Beep disinfectant spray is certified by a U.S. EPA compliant lab to kill the coronavirus that causes COVID-19. Beep disinfectant spray is now available in a convenient travel-size can that travels everywhere with you. Beep for a happy, healthy home.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Across Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique, Flow has been the leading telecommunications provider for decades. As we continue to work for you, we are modernizing our fixed network and transitioning all customers to our latest technology. By the end of 2021, the new network offers customers faster speeds, better quality, and a more reliable service experience with faster fault detection and repair time. Upgrading to the new network is free. Just visit any of our retail outlets. Look out for sales agents in your community. Call our virtual store at 444-3569 or send us a text via WhatsApp at 407-3569. Remember, as we transition to our new network, we are simultaneously shutting down our older network. To avoid service interruption, arrange to make your move to the new network as soon as possible. Flow, committed to connecting our communities.
Welcome back. The Royal Grenada Police Force is seeking the assistance of the general public in locating 13-year-old Asha John, a student of Mount Ross St. George. She was last seen on Tuesday, November 16th at Darbo St. George wearing a gray leggings, white t-shirt with a bun hairstyle. She is described as about 5 feet in height, slim build, and dark in complexion. Anyone seeing Asha John or has information about her whereabouts are asked to contact the Central Police Station at 440-2244, Criminal Investigation Department at 440-3921, Police Emergency 911, Police Hotline at 444-1958, or the nearest police station. Gratitude is a must, and that's what Principal of the Florida Government School, Marvin Andel, and President of the Parent Teachers Association, Alexis-Welsh Mackenzie, are attempting to do by saying thanks to the Ministry of Education for responding to their call for a safer structure for students and staff. Chrislina John has this happy report.
Florida Government School, with its population of 115 students, can now operate at ease. Alexis-Welsh Mackenzie, president of the Parent Teachers Association, was the mouthpiece advocating for safer infrastructure and space as the previous school building was in a deplorable state and was deemed unsafe by the Ministry of Education. Though temporary, the Ministry of Education, during school break in August, built 2 wooden structures. Now, the PTA president is singing a different tune, saying she is satisfied with the present facility. However, would not support the relocation of the school should this be a decision the ministry intend to take.
Well, I am very happy with the outcome of the structure on the plant. After speaking with some of the teachers, they are very comfortable and it looked very, very nice. This decision we are not supporting. We are not supporting for the school to relocate. There is nothing wrong with Loreto. We just need a new building.
Principal of the school, Marvin Andel, says the facility is much more conducive to the learning and teaching. He expressed thanks to the Ministry of Education for their given consideration and to the parents who stuck with them through their challenges. The school, according to him, has seen more students registered for the new school year when compared to the amount transferred.
We are thankful that we have a structure that can, at this time, accommodate all our students. The safety of the students is paramount, and we did not feel safe in the last structure due to the infrastructural challenges. At this point, as you can see, that has been rectified with the temporary structure, and so far we are fairly comfortable. There are some minor things that will be sought in the next few days and weeks, we hope, and we can focus fully on the task of educating our young people entrusted in our care.
Now that students have returned to a face-to-face teaching and learning, Principal Andel says this has proven to be a challenge. Internet connectivity is another of those challenges, making it difficult to accomplish assignments.
It is a challenge for the teachers to focus on the students in their presence while at the same time engaging those at home. Some effort is made in this regard, but there are tremendous challenges because the nature of face-to-face instruction is different to online teaching. The length of time you may spend in a classroom seated would be much longer than a face-to-face engagement. So to have the students engaged at the same time the students in the school are learning is proving to be a challenge.
Andel said the students who were lagging behind due to various circumstances are being catered for, as they are the ones having more days of in-class learning. Christelina John, GBN News.
And now let's take a peek through the GBN ISAW lens.
A good eye captures all. GBN ISAW is brought to you by ClearVision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. ClearVision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ClearVision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
This tropical plant, believed to have originated in southern Mexico and Central America, is now cultivated in Grenada and other tropical regions worldwide. Papaya, also known as pawpaw, is an incredibly healthy fruit. The possible health benefits of consuming papaya include a reduced risk of heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. It can also aid in digestion, improve blood glucose control in people with diabetes, lower blood pressure, and improve wound healing. Our ISAW reporter says it's a sweet taste, vibrant color, and a wide variety of health benefits they provide make them a popular fruit in Grenada. We thank our citizen journalist for this submission. Continue to send us your photo and video submissions via WhatsApp on 405-3052 or our other social media platforms.
Stay with us. The weather is next, followed by sports, regional, and international news.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
Once upon a time, we shopped at Wonderland, then Neverland. But we're all grown up now and no longer believe in fairy tales. So now we just shop at Shoes R Us. At Shoes R Us, we stock the latest in shoes, tops, and jeans for the fashion-conscious lady. We also carry colognes and much, much more. And for the modern trendy male, we have the latest brand-name shoes and sneakers, Converse, Reebok, Nike, K-Swiss, Puma, and much more. So check us out at our two convenient locations, Melville Street in St. George and Ben Jones Street in Granville. At Shoes R Us, we say, come shop with us.
Are you looking for quality herbs and herbal supplements? Or are you thinking about having a complete body cleanse to jumpstart your health? Then no need to look further. Visit Nirvana Natural Health Clinic, Detox Center, and Natural Health Store. We carry a wide range of herbal products for kidney and gallstone cleansing, male sexual enhancement formulas, asthma and sinusitis, gas and bloating, acid reflux, constipation, arthritis, imbalanced hormones, female health issues, liver cleansing, weight loss, and so much more. Also available, colonic irrigation, holistic health consultations, essential oils, and diffusers. Look out for our online natural health store coming soon. Call 231-6642 418-7115 or 449-7753 to find out about our delivery options or to book an appointment. Visit us at Belmont St. George's, close to the Foliage, Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Nirvana Natural Health Clinic. Detox your way to health.
Keeping an eye on the weather. This is GBN. We've got you covered.
And now let's take a look at the weather report and forecast. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy with a few brief to widely scattered showers. Tonight's minimum temperature 25 degrees Celsius. Winds will be east-northeasterly to easterly at 8 to 18 miles per hour. Seas slight to moderate with waves 3 to 5 feet in open waters. Tides will be high at 5:30 p.m. and low at 11:45 p.m. and high again at 6:15 a.m. On Wednesday, sunrise will be at 6:09 a.m. and sunset 5:40 p.m. Weather will be partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy and breezy with a few brief to widely scattered showers, improving during the night. On Thursday, sunrise and sunset 6:10 a.m. and 5:40 p.m. respectively. The weather will be partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy and breezy with a few brief to widely scattered showers, improving during the night. Looking to Friday, sunrise 6:10 a.m., sunsets 5:40 p.m. The weather will be partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy and breezy with a few brief to widely scattered showers. And that's a look at the weather report and forecast. Stay tuned. Sports is up next. Good evening, sporting fans. Let's begin with news that Team Grenada will send a 10-member team of athletes that will represent us at the inaugural Pan American Junior Games scheduled to run from this Thursday until December 5th in Colombia. The team comprises of 4 females and 6 males who will compete among the best junior athletes in the Pan American region in athletics, boxing, swimming, table tennis, and lawn tennis. The young athletes are Jonair Thomas, Kelsey Morel Ross, and Gamal Jamali Felix in athletics, Jafar Shade in boxing, Anika Charles, Gabriel Hyson, Kerry Oliver, and Zachary Gresham in swimming, Cedric Marquez in table tennis, and Joseph Ross in lawn tennis. The team will be led by chef de mission Denise Williams, who will be accompanied by 4 coaches. The Pan American Junior Games is a new multi-sport event organized by Pan Am Sports for athletes aged 17 to 22 who are just starting their careers in elite sports and seeking a path to compete at the 2 most important multi-sport events in the world, the Santiago 2023 Pan American Games and Paris 2024 Olympic Games. Grenada will join 41 countries comprising of 3,800 athletes to compete in 39 sporting disciplines, with individual gold medalists earning their country a guaranteed spot at the Santiago 2023 Pan American Games. Now let's move on to cricket. Deandra Doughton's half-century led the West Indies women to a 6-wicket win over Ireland women in their opening match of the ICC Women's Cricket World Cup in Zimbabwe on Tuesday morning. Chasing 160 for victory, Doughton struck 8 fours and 2 sixes in an 87-ball innings of 73 to pace the West Indies to victory. The Barbadian put on 61 for the first wicket with Rashada Williams before skipper Stephanie Taylor hit 41 not out to polish off the win with 63 balls to spare. Earlier, the Windies women won the toss and Anissa Mohammed, 3 for 40, ripped through the middle order with Hayley Matthews, 2 for 20, and Taylor, 2 for 15, also tasting success as they bowled out Ireland women for 159 in 43 overs to set up the victory. West Indies women are back in action on Saturday when they face Sri Lanka. The Windies women must finish in the top 3 of Group A to move on to the Super 6 round of the tournament. The top 3 teams after the Super 6 stage to qualify for the 2022 ICC Women's Cricket World Cup. Still in cricket, the West Indies men's side, middle order and lower order batsmen put up a determined fight to keep their hopes alive on the 3rd day before heavy rain forced play to be abandoned on Tuesday. The visitors started the day in deep trouble at 113 for 6, but rallied to avoid the follow-on before persistent rain forced the umpires to call on the covers. The rain washed out the final session and pretty much the entirety of the second session, with only 4 overs completed after lunch before the ground staff was called into action. The Windies ended the 3rd day on 224 for 9, still 162 runs behind Sri Lanka's first innings total. Play will begin 15 minutes earlier on Wednesday with keeper Joshua Da Silva and last man Shannon Gabriel at the crease, weather permitting. And finally, we move now to football. Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Mohamed Salah have all been nominated for the 2021 Best FIFA Men's Player Award. Chelsea midfielders Jorginho and N'Golo Kante, Bayern Munich striker Robert Lewandowski, and Paris Saint-Germain stars Kylian Mbappe and Neymar are also on the shortlist. Borussia Dortmund's Erling Haaland, Manchester City's Kevin De Bruyne, and Real Madrid's Karim Benzema complete the 11-man list. There are 7 nominees for the Best FIFA Men's Coach Prize, including City boss Pep Guardiola and Italy coach Roberto Mancini, who led his side to Euro 2020 glory. Hansi Flick is nominated after significant success with Bayern before taking the Germany job, along with Chelsea's Thomas Tuchel, Atletico Madrid's Diego Simeone, and new Tottenham head coach Antonio Conte. And that's all the sports we have for you today. Stay with us. More news is next. Tonight's One Caribbean hookup begins with some sad news as former Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Sir James Mitchell, has passed away. He died this morning at the age of 90. Late last month, Sir James was flown to the Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Barbados for medical treatment after falling ill in his hometown of Bequia, St. Vincent. He had been diagnosed with dengue and other health conditions. Sir James became a parliamentarian at the age of 35 and founded the main opposition New Democratic Party in 1975. Sir James, an agronomist, was Prime Minister from 1984 to October 2000. We move now to Jamaica, where tragedy struck as a 16-year-old girl was shot and killed last evening. Police say she was killed by her granduncle, who also shot 2 police officers and a passerby as he escaped. Let's get more details in this report.
This Ludo board is a memory of the last game Sarika Pickard played in her lifetime. About 5:50 Saturday afternoon, the 16-year-old girl was fatally shot 6 times at her home. The police are looking for her granduncle, who they believe committed the crime. Sarika's father says moments before her death, she was at home on Lincoln Road with a friend.
The best friend told me that the uncle was inside acting some farmer weird way. That's how she terms it. Yeah. You know, he was acting weird because after seeing him, every time he was standing at the back door and he was looking out, and you know, she was like, he was basically watching them on the veranda playing Ludo.
Mr. Pickard says the friend, who lives close by, left the house. That's when the killing took place.
She was over there and the only thing she heard was explosions.
The Alpha Academy student was rushed to hospital where she was pronounced dead. But the brazen attack didn't stop there. According to Deputy Superintendent of Police attached to the Constabulary Communication Unit, Delia Garrick, when the killer escaped from the crime scene, he was intercepted by police officers who were also shot at. The second incident took place on Camperdown Road. He escaped on foot. The police are asking for the public's help to find Mr. Henry. Javon Keys, TVJ News.
And now let's move internationally. At least 45 people, including 12 children, died in a bus accident in western Bulgaria. The coach party was returning from a weekend holiday trip to Istanbul. Details in this report.
At least 45 people died in a bus accident in western Bulgaria on Tuesday, including 12 children. TV footage showed the bus charred and gutted by fire. On board the bus had been mostly North Macedonian tourists. The cause of the crash was unclear, but the bus appeared to have hit a highway barrier either before or after it caught fire. Bulgaria's Interior Minister, Boyko Rashkov, vowed to carry out an investigation.
Not everyone can stand such a picture. The picture is terrifying. The details of this tragedy will be investigated. It is hard to look there, hard to look. I do not know if we should go into the details at these early hours. Maybe we should leave it for later. In my experience, I have never seen anything like this.
7 people who leapt from the burning bus were rushed to hospital in the city of Sofia and were in a stable condition. The accident happened on Stroma Highway, about 28 miles west of Sofia, around 2 a.m. local time. North Macedonia's foreign minister said the coach party was returning to Skopje from a weekend holiday trip to Istanbul.
And that's it for regional and international news. A recap of the headlines is next. Now let's look back at what made the news. Health officials continue contact tracing as COVID-19 cluster in Karakou increases to 10. Implementation Minister says telescope quarry will be back in operation. Senator Simon Steele dubs COP26 the most important climate change conference since the 2015 Paris Agreement. NAWASA $12 million system upgrade project for the south of the island carded for 2022. In regional news, former St. Vincent and the Grenadines Prime Minister Sir James Mitchell passes away. Internationally, at least 45 people killed in Bulgaria bus crash. And in sports, West Indies women beat Ireland women by 6 wickets. That's the end of GBN Nightly News for today, Tuesday, November 23rd, 2021. If you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight. Continue to follow us online at www.gbn.gd or on GBN Television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I am Blossom Alexis-Welsh. On behalf of the entire GBN News team, enjoy the rest of your night.